Hey kids, Inverted Cow here. Welcome back to Space Haven. Uh, have a little bit of an issue. You will notice that my prisoners are no longer with us. That's right. Ran into a bit of a problem. You see, they were breathing my air. Unfortunately, they were breathing too much of my air. Um, my crew members started having a hard time finding air to breathe. In fact, I pretty much am still low on oxygen in certain areas. Um, yeah. So I had to kind of close the doors and turn off the oxygen tanks and, well, encourage them to stop breathing my air. So they did. And I'm trying to recover. Now I am, you'll notice, out of water. I'm also probably out of ice now. Yes, I am now completely out of ice. So I am totally out of water. So the air we have in the system is what we have left. The water we have in the system is all we have left. So we have to get out of this system. So let's prepare for hyper jump. I have harvested pretty much everything that was left in this sector, in this solar system, I guess. And yeah, we are sleeping on the floor, wearing spacesuits. Yeah, we're still not doing good. We're going to have to basically take off. So let's see where we're at here. Let's go to this guy. Click to the other sector and jump. No hypersleep chambers available for Shyla. Ooh, that's right. I picked up a few extra people and I haven't built a new chamber. I'm sorry, Shyla, but you're just going to have to deal with it. Okay, and deploy and prepare for hyperjump. Okay. What's in this sector? This solar system. Surprisingly, no pirates. But we do have some ice right there, which we are going to take first. A little bit of gold. And that's it. A couple of people to trade with. So let's get that ice because we need that more than anything else. There's only 3 pieces of ice there. Oh, that's not even worth the time fuel it took to jump over. It is because we are completely out of everything. I need these guys to process some energy crystals. So I'm down to just 1 energy rod. A lot of stuff here you can see is saying out of resources. Out of resources. Bad environment, can't remove spacesuit. Yeah, there's no O2 in this area. Yet. Now the plants will produce some oxygen. Unfortunately, the plants have all been shut down to save on water. So without water, we're kind of gearing up for a long, slow, and pain-filled death. I still have this plant pod going. Unfortunately, they keep killing it by setting fire in the kitchen. I put the kitchen into its own room because they kept setting it on fire and killing this plant pod. For some reason, these guys, idiots, just love to set the kitchens on fire. I really do hope that is something that they plan on changing at some point in time, is the fire from the kitchens, how often they break down. Because it's actually, it's very annoying. Okay, how come you are... Well, you got one miner out here. Okay. Let's get it up to speed here. One person working a miner will do the job. 4 people working the miners would have done the job 4 times faster. There we go. Unload and dock up. And prepare for jump. The only other resource here is some metal. So what we'll do is we'll just zip over to that sector. Order the mining on that and let them get to work. Let's check our oxygen overlay. Now we're still... This room doesn't have oxygen to begin with. But this room I shut the doors. The vents are closed on this door. Or they should be closed on this door. To try to contain it in this area. As you can see, this room is now getting up to tolerable. This is still very low. And this room here is getting up to tolerable. And that's where our 2 oxygen producers are. I think I ordered another oxygen unit over here. But that hasn't been built yet. Incoming ship, civilians. We'll do some trade with them. Maybe they have some water or something that we can use. Yeah, okay. So as you can see, we are allowing air to travel into this area here. But these areas are all secured off. This one passage is still blocked off. I want air to come into this storage room and then into this room, not the other way around. So I want to try to fill the docks here first. Shows you my vents. I like the overlays. They can be really useful. So we're going to slow this down and let's do a trade here. Yes, you have water. We're going to trade water. I don't care what you want for it. We're going to trade it. One, new trade. There's 2, new trade. And there's 3. And there's 4. I can do all of them. Awesome. And as I said, the fibers and the cloth, that you can grow the fibers and you can manufacture the cloth. And these are usually tradable really well, which is odd because they're tradable better than the blocks, which use the metal as well. So, trade mechanic can use a little work, but you know, I like it. Okay, and that's all 4 trades. So we'll get this rolling again. All 3 shuttles were trying to do the trade. Can I just have one shuttle do the trade? It would have been a lot easier. Need to be able to assign one of these to do just trades, I think. Going to do is we're just going to turn allow trades off on that one, and this one here allow trade off, and this one allow trade off. I only want one dock being used for trades. I don't need all 3 shuttles running around trying to trade. Because they will load it to wherever they can. If they pick it up here, they'll take it to this one, which is closer than that one. That sort of thing. So that's something to keep in mind. We got to start controlling the way the trades function. Okay, and let's order up another trade here. I want to grab some of these medical components. Carbon. There you go. Can't go wrong with carbon. trade, and we're going to do another batch of them. I do these because one of the ingredients used in those is the water, which I'd rather not expend. Now, if you had energy scrap, I'd buy that, but that's about it. And so that's everything I want to trade with this guy for, so we'll just let those trades run through. With the fires, we'll just set the kitchen on fire now. There's no oxygen in there because you started the kitchen on fire, you doofus. High priority. Maybe you guys can actually get around to finishing building that gas scrubber for me, huh? Every time they go in and out of the room now, they just bring a little bit of gas through with them. And of course, it is still going through this vent here into the bedroom, which is then going into this room. Trying to cut back the speed that it transfers into this room and kills these plants, because I need these plants alive. 60%, we're almost ready. Let's order the preparations made for hyperjump. Here, and that is it for this one little sector. There's barely anything in here, so we're just going to move on to the next sector altogether. And yes, it means somebody's not going to have a bed, but I'll just deal with it. Jump. Okay, what's in this sector? We have some lots of resources, lots of good stuff. There's a pirate, which we're going to have to negotiate with. Salvage some wrecks here. Like 4 wrecks. I see 4 wrecks, 5 wrecks in this sector. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wrecks in this sector to get a lot of resources. It's like every star in this, or every node in this system has something. So we're going to just tear right into it and see what we can do. Now, it's actually been about a week since I played last. So I got to remember who all my guys are. You'd think I'd actually remember to write them all down. That would be kind of nice. Okay, Leah is definitely not. Cody is. Try to keep all of my crew armed at all times. Because I never know who I'm going to get into combat here. Okay, we can run that down to a normal speed. Go there. You go there. There. shooting at? Okay. Undraft. Undraft. And again, we will just select all and transfer, salvage all. So we're just going to let these guys run for a bit and do their thing. Okay, kids, we're back. We've just about finished stripping this ship apart. I think they're just doing the last transfers over right now. And the pirates decided that they're going to come and join us. So, yeah, there's that. I tore one of the medical beds out over here, and I ordered a replacement hypersleep chamber so that our last person can sleep during the hypersleep jumps. We do have weapons on board, and we do have shields, I think. Do I not have the shield? This should be shields here, isn't it? Forms of partially regenerating shield around the ship. Okay, yeah, so I have shields. And I have everything I need. So what we're going to do here is these guys get within 2 hours. We're going to order all of our people in workstations, and we will grab our combat crew. Which, if we remember correctly, was you, you, and you. So we're just going to kind of speed this up. I want this to get down to about 2 hours here. I mean, I could actually warp out a system and fly away, but honestly, I want to see these pirates have a little bit of fun here. Okay, we're 2 hours. We're going to slow it down to normal. Grab our combat team. 2, 3, and 4. Draft. Order them to go to the shuttle. We're going to put somebody in shields, operations, and turrets. Actually, I don't need somebody in operations. They can stay offline. Okay, and then click out of that. Otherwise, we will, oops, stay in that system here. 1 hour. Ship. Let's get the shuttle moving. And now I should see the shields coming online here. And the guns coming online. Now I don't know if I have to target the guns. Or not. Where is the... And this gun target at that. Okay. Shields are up. And dock on here, except now their shots or our shots are deflected by their shields. Now they're starting to finally get up there. So we'll see what happens here as we get our shuttle over. But I'm targeting their weapon system. I'm not targeting anything else. I just want to target their weapon system. Okay, and offload everybody. Pause. Switch out of this. Really don't like it that it's putting all of this up on my thing here. Don't really care about my person's backstory. Don't know why. Why it's doing that, but it is. But we all know the drill. Everybody moves in. And then what I'm going to do is, how do I get this to not shoot? Remove target. Okay. See if that works. Okay, I can't see what I'm doing with the ceiling grid up. Crouch. You crouch. You go here. Crouch. You crouch. You. Somebody over here is shooting at us. There we go. You and nope. Okay, now we got folks coming out to visit. You target him. make sure that this guy is being a bit of a pain in the socks. You should be crouched. Thank you. Can anybody get numbers on this idiot? There we go. Now he's dead. Alright, Nikki. Let's go talk to these lovely pirate people. Sure, we accept a ceasefire. Unfortunately, we are not going to take them prisoner again this time because, well, quite honestly, I don't have enough oxygen production or resource production to be able to sustain the added crew. But what we can do real quick here, we'll just do the exploration of the ship. And this should just about do it. Boom, done. Okay. Don't care about those, don't care about those. Let's select everybody. Undraft. Undraft the shuttle. Order the salvage of the pirate vessel, please. And select all, transfer all. Everybody's undrafted. Now I just got to go back to the ship, open up the attack menu, and we will set this back to normal. And continue with the game. So there's what happens when you are attacked by pirates after you actually have weapons on your craft. Now, I'm sure if I really wanted to, I could simply have just kept plunking away at this until I blew this gun up, and then basically just shot up their ship until I hulled them and waited till they all died. That method works just as well, but yeah, it's just as easy to get a boarding party on there and knock them out. The pirates are not really that big of a threat. I think the most I've seen on here is 8 crew members, and they don't take much to knock out. And once you start hauling their ship, like I'm doing right now, they suffocate, run out of air real quick. And well, oh well. It'll get cold in there too. So, thanks all for watching, kids. I am going to finish the salvage on the ships, the pirates, and whatever else is in this sector. And then next episode I will do probably is finish doing a quick sweep of this area. I'll record the collection of these salvage ships here, see if there's anything good. Do I see any traders in this sector? There's one trader in this sector. I got an Android Collective trader ship, and that's it. So this is a huge resource hog, which is nice. But that puts us all the way up to there, so we have jumped from here to there so far. 2 more sectors, and then we're going to have the branch. One leads off to this little string mine here, and the other carries on around the sphere. Oops, I want to see this. I don't want to see the popover, please. Thank you. So that's all coming up. And then, yeah, I don't know, you carry it on. It's one of these planets here, I guess, is the final planet. So we'll just carry on until we find it. Find whatever the end game is. But maybe, with the amount of resources we're collecting now, we might actually think about seeing about actually building a prison transport. Might be something to do. It would be really helpful if you could actually do something with prisoners besides just have them, because they're useless. They're best served on a plate cold. Unfortunately. But hey, who knows? We'll see what happens. So thanks all for watching, kids. See you on the next episode. Good night for now.